Hello, my wonderful people. As we promise to give you transparency on what is happening at the current Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja and what is happening at the surrounding, we try to give you a quick update while we are waiting for the main hearing to commence as slated, and we bring you the rest of the update. So here are the breakdown of what is currently happening at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The judges have all walked in and everyone is seated right inside the courtroom. The courtroom is almost filled up to its brim. Peter Obi is here for himself. Duda Maluga, the woman leader, is here for Labour Party, while Mrs. May is representing INEC and Sanusi Samaila is representing APC. Unfortunately, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, is not here represented. While we go further to give you the transparency, the national women leader of the Labour Party, Mrs. Duda Maluga, stood up to introduce herself as Labour Party representative. But while she was speaking, Apapa stood up and attempted to introduce himself as representing Labour Party, but she stood her ground. The court then said, as there is a conflict of who is representing Labour Party at court, they won't record any appearance for Labour Party representative in court. There is no consequences for that because the councils will represent Labour Party accordingly. The Labour Party-led council, Dr. Levy, has told the judges, "My lord, we are yet to receive about 70% of the documents INEC are supposed to give us to aid our case, or rather, to make our case easier." For Rivers State, the REC told the Labour Party and Obi's legal team boldly that they do not have any form EC8As for them. They requested it to be in writing, but they refused to do so. Outside the courtroom, there is quietness around the courtroom as there are no visible protesters in and around the courtroom. I also will go further to tender to you the response of President-elect as announced by INEC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in response to the petition filed by Labour Party and PDP as to televising the court proceedings at the tribunal. Tinubu in his statement said that court is not a stadium or theater where Nigerians should be entertained. INEC opposes live broadcast of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal just the same way Tinubu has opposed it. You remember in May 5th appeal, the PDP and Atiku argued that televising the court proceedings would increase transparency and promote citizens' faith in the judicial process. But the president-elect, as announced by INEC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and his vice have described the application by Atiku Abubakar and PDP for a live broadcast of the proceedings as frivolous and a bid to waste the court's time. Every well-meaning Nigerian will really be surprised and shocked with the response of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his vice as to opposing the live televising of the court proceedings. Nigerians had earlier wished that televising the court proceedings will bring transparency of the entire process, which is geared to heighten and increase the faith of Nigerian people on the judiciary system. Sadly, also, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in its counter affidavit filed earlier, prayed the court to reject the application by Atiku and his party. However, Tinubu and Shettima on Monday urged the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal to dismiss the application, noting that the court is not a soapbox or stadium or theater where public should be entertained. With much respect to the petitions, the motion is an abuse of the process of His Honorable Court. Tinubu and Shettima responded. This was contained in a joint response filed on Monday by their team of lawyers led by Chief Wole Olanikpeku, stressing why a petitioner desirous of a prompt hearing would file an application intended solely to distract the court and waste his precious time. As I said earlier, here is a clarity on what actually transpired between Lamidi Apapa, the Labour Party factional leader who has been long time suspended. Apapa went to sit at the corner reserved for Labour Party and then ordered a man sitting to stand up for him, claiming that the seat is his, but he was told he can't remove anyone. It is first come, first serve. This very incident, coupled with the argument that ensued between Lamidi Apapa and the outright Labour Party representative who came in prepared to represent the Labour Party, because of this incident, there was an altercation and almost and confrontation between Lamidi Apapa and the Labour Party Campaign Council Director General. It is quite unfortunate that Lamidi Apapa and his team has taken this very confrontation to the next level, even though it is also very clear to the Nigerian people that Lamidi Apapa and his team are fighting tirelessly to discredit Labour Party and seek possible way of withdrawing the petitions of Mr. Peter Obi and that of Labour Party. But it is already a dead on arrival attempt, as Labour Party and Peter Obi are well structured and well prepared to follow this tribunal to the last letter. Mandate until the stolen mandate is finally reclaimed and restored to the Nigerian people who came out on the 25th of February 2023 to vote the man of their choice. After this whole argument and confrontation, Lamidi Apapa and his group are currently sitting outside of the court premises. Please kindly stay tuned as I will bring transparency to you on what is currently happening as the court hearing begins. Please do like and share this video. God bless you.
Nothing is going on.